have revealed a truth long buried, a path to power. Concealed by thrones and hidden by councils. Belongs to those who are unafraid to take it. Those who are bold enough to openly wield it. The Sith.
What if I told you that your deepest, darkest emotions are not your enemies, but your greatest allies? Yet here's the hard truth. If you fail to control them, they will devour you from within. Do you have the strength to command your fury, or will you let it command you? In this lesson, we delve into the dangerous, controversial teachings of the Sith and reveal 4 methods that we use to transform raw emotion into unstoppable power and how to control it. Anger is not the poison the weak would have you believe. It is the fire that fuels ambition, the energy that drives action, and the storm that can shatter obstacles. But when unrestrained, it is unwanted chaos and destruction. It blinds, it destroys indiscriminately, and it weakens the wielder. The Sith understand this, and some have had to learn the hard way. For us, anger is not a reckless outburst. It is a weapon to be sharpened and wielded with precision. Darth Malgus once said, "Anger is a tool. Wield it, shape it, focus it, but let it consume you, and it will destroy you." These words embody a fundamental truth of Sith philosophy. The dark side demands control, not surrender. Listen closely and stick around until the end to fully unlock these powerful and dark secrets. Method number 1, the anchor of purpose. The first step to mastering your anger is to give it a purpose. Anger without focus is a wildfire. It burns everything in its path, leaving nothing but ruin. But when you anchor your anger to a specific goal, it becomes like a lightsaber, cutting through obstacles with precision. Ask yourself, what fuels your rage? Is it betrayal? Injustice? The sting of failure? Channel it toward a purpose that aligns with your ambition. The Sith do not waste energy on meaningless outbursts. We direct every ounce of fury toward achieving our desires. Remember, an untethered storm is destructive for everyone involved, but a controlled one can reshape the world. Think of a bounty hunter getting ambushed by a group of mercenaries. They don't let blind fury dictate their actions. Instead, they channel their anger into precise strikes, calculated movements, and tactical decisions. Their rage sharpens their focus, turning the chaos of the brawl into an opportunity to dominate their opponents. That's the level of control you must strive to achieve. Method number 2, the forge of discipline. I've spoken about this many times, but discipline is the foundation of all power, and this applies to controlling your emotions. Anger is volatile, but discipline tempers it like steel in a forge. The Sith use rituals, meditation, and relentless practice to strengthen their will. You must do the same. This may sound counterproductive, but you must begin with focused breathing. When anger surges, do not let it control your actions. Instead, breathe deeply and visualize your fury as molten metal. Shape it with your will, tempering it into a weapon you can wield. This practice ensures that even in moments of rage, you remain the master of your emotions. The Jedi would tell you to push your anger away, but remember, we want to control it. Sit in silence. Recall a moment of betrayal or failure that stirs your anger. Let the emotion rise, but do not act on it. Instead, focus on controlling your breathing. Feel the anger coursing through your veins, but do not let it take control over you. Repeat this until you can summon the emotion without succumbing to it and acting on your urges. Method number 3, the mirror of self-awareness. The Sith know their strengths, but they also know their weaknesses. To control your anger, you must understand its triggers. What ignites your fury? What blinds you? Self-awareness is your shield against manipulation and recklessness. Analyze your past failures. Did anger lead you astray? Did it cloud your judgment? Use these lessons to recognize when your emotions are taking control. The more you understand yourself, the harder it is for anger to manipulate you. A successful leader knows when to hold their tongue, even when provoked. They recognize that an emotional outburst could undermine their authority. This is the kind of self-awareness you must develop to maintain control and command respect. Method number 4, the weapon of transformation. Finally, the Sith transform their emotions into power. Anger is not merely controlled, it is harnessed, refined, and wielded. When you feel rage, do not suppress it. Instead, channel it into action. Let it fuel your ambition, drive your determination, and sharpen your focus. But remember, this transformation requires balance. Suppress your anger like the Jedi, and it will fester, weakening you from within. Let it run wild like many Sith Lords have, and it will consume you. The key is to strike the perfect balance, to hold the leash tightly, but never let go. A true Sith can see anger as a means to an end, not an end in itself. Every emotion, no matter how dark, is a resource to be used. Through this mastery, we rise above the chaos and become the architects of our fate. Mastering your anger is not a journey of suppression, it is a journey of transformation. Anchor it to your purpose, temper it with discipline, understand its nature, and wield it as a weapon. Remember, anger is not your enemy. It is your greatest ally, but only when you control it. The galaxy is filled with those who fear their emotions, who suppress their passions to conform to the weak ideals of peace. Do not be one of them. Embrace the fire within you. Let it fuel your ascent, but never let it consume you. The choice is yours. Will you let your anger rule you, or will you rise as its master?